A bee's job is to pollinate flowers. A bee's job is to gather nectar and pollen to help her colony live and thrive.
For Andrew Cote, the life of bees is no secret.
Here we have uncapped honey.
And he knows well the important role these insects play for all of us.
It's estimated that 1 out of every 3 bites of food we take has been pollinated as a direct result of the bees' labor. For example, watermelons, onions, apples, peaches. We wouldn't have those, certainly not on a commercial level, without the industry of the honeybee. That is babies to be.
Cote is a 4th-generation beekeeper who sells his honey in New York green markets.
Looks healthy, good.
He learned the ways of the hive from his father, Norm.
I've always been interested in following my father around and doing whatever he's doing, so I've been interested since I was younger.
Like the pollinators they tend to, the Cotes go out into the world to spread the knowledge of beekeeping.
Oh, this is a great one.
They started a non-profit called Bees Without Borders. Its goal? Help villagers in poor areas profit from the labor of the industrious bee.
My father has a very philanthropic nature, and I'm very interested in service and volunteerism. And I'm an educator, and I like to travel. My father likes to travel. So really, Bees Without Borders combines my teaching with service, with traveling, and beekeeping, the 4 things that I'm the most interested in.
In remote areas in places like Zimbabwe, Guatemala, India, or Iraq, the Cotes teach skills that can help a family earn extra money for school fees or better food.
To help alleviate poverty through beekeeping.
Zimbabwe, most of the people I taught were women, very fast learners. 2 of the women walked 3 hours each way to get to the class. The classes started at 8 a.m. and they ended at 5. And even after that long day of teaching, they didn't want to go. They just kept asking questions, and they still had that 3-hour walk home.
This is the type most commonly used in Africa. It's all about empowerment. It's empowering one person or one group of people or 300 people to enable them to make a little money. One of the advantages of this is you get a lot of good comb honey. You don't need an extractor. It's better in a poorer environment like in Africa.
Because honey doesn't spoil, it's a safer bet than perishable crops.
Let's say the farmer raises tomatoes. If they don't sell their tomatoes within a few days, those tomatoes are worthless. Honey doesn't go bad. It never spoils. So there's a product, a cash crop that they can sell now or later. And it requires very little time, a couple of hours a week at most, to maintain a hive. So a person wouldn't have to change their entire vocation in order to add 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 hives to her or his property.
And just like this father and son, a villager who learns beekeeping can pass the knowledge along to future generations, keeping the bees buzzing and the honey flowing.
Bees are awesome. The bees don't need us. We need the bees. The bees will be perfectly fine without us. Maybe their numbers would dwindle without us, but it doesn't matter. They don't need us. We need them. And I think that if we treat the bees well, they'll treat us well, and in the end, everyone will win. Everyone, including the bees.
Greg Duff reporting for Time.com, Norwalk, Connecticut.